Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Kansas Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us this evening. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your cameras and microphones are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. So the good news is you don't have to worry about what you look like or anything like that. Just sit back, relax, and concentrate on this great information you're going to get over the next 45 minutes. This is just one of many different sessions happening. Be sure to sign up for additional ones where you signed up for this one, and this presentation is being recorded. You'll be able to access that within about a week. Again, the same website where you registered. We are in session A3, which is kind of the top middle part of the screen that I am sharing. So those are the 5 schools that will be presenting during this session. And a reminder about questions. I know I already mentioned that if you have a question, to use the Q&A box. If your question is for a specific school, please name the school in your question so they know that you're addressing them and they know to answer it specifically. All right, that's all the housekeeping stuff. I will step out of the way now and turn it over to our first institution to present this evening, and that of course, is the University of Kansas.
Thank you, Russ. I appreciate it. Hi, everyone. Going to go ahead and pull up the presentation here. Great. Thank you so much for joining us. We're excited to have you here tonight. So good evening, good afternoon, everything like that. My name is Juan Pablo Marroquin. I am an admissions representative from the University of Kansas, here to talk to you about some key points about KU, to introduce you to some things that help us stand out from other institutions, and to hopefully begin that conversation with you about your college selection process. And of course, I'm here to help out with anything you need. So if we take a look at KU as a whole, we are classified as a mid-sized institution with just above 19,000 undergraduate students. About 74% of our classes are going to be less than 30 students. So with an average class size, it's about 35 students. And we have students from all 50 states and over 110 different countries. If you were to look at the population of our student body, about 60% of those students are from the state of Kansas and 40% are from out of state. About 24% of our students identify as students of color. Of course, we are looking to expand on that number as we've created a community here on campus that's inclusive to all different cultures, backgrounds, identities, and everything like that. So that's a quick snapshot of the University of Kansas. And I want to talk to you today about a few things that help us stand out. So the first is that we're a part of the Association of American Universities. That does sound like a bunch of buzzwords, but what that means is that we are part of 65 institutions with the goal of helping you, the student, conduct research, explore new pathways, find passions, and even help contribute to communities, both local and nationally, as well as the economy. So AAU institutions represent about 0.1 of institutions of higher education across the country. We are one of 32 public institutions in this cohort, and they bring in about 60% of all research funding. All 200 majors within the University of Kansas are leading in incredible research because we are that AAU institution that's required of our professors to do so, and we are undergraduate focused as opposed to the graduate level. So day one, you can come onto our campus, meet with great professors, such as Brian McClendon, the creator of Google Earth in the School of Engineering, or Professor Kevin Wilmot in the film program, who won an Oscar recently for The Black Klansman. Another great differentiator is Lawrence itself. We are consistently ranked among publications like US World News as a top 10 college town. We are 25 minutes away from Topeka, the state capital, and 40 minutes away from Kansas City. So with Topeka, a lot of our students are interested in poli-sci, journalism, get great internship opportunities and other experiences outside of the classroom with the state legislature. In Kansas City, we have over 500 different engineering organizations, 3 major sports teams, financial firms, nonprofits, and our medical facilities, and our medical school is as well. So really wonderful opportunities there. We always encourage our students to go with these experiences in addition to our classroom experience, because it's going to build that resume you have and also heighten that college experience. With that, I have my contact info down here. I'm more than happy to talk to you about our majors, the application process. In the next slide, I'll go over some of the updates that we have, including some financial aid updates and things of that sort of nature. So as you look right here, we do have merit-based scholarships that are offered to students simply by applying by our scholarship deadline. That's going to be December 1st. This year, we changed it from November 1st to December 1st so that we could provide students more time to be able to, again, take those tests and submit GPAs. That's weighted or unweighted, so it's all self-reported. And we know that there have been some complications with taking the ACT and the SAT. So we want to provide you with the opportunity to take those into next year to qualify for these scholarships. As of recently, we have started to, or rather, we finalized discussions to allow for merit-based scholarships to be provided to students without them having to take tests. We are looking to update you students here in about a week or two, and we'll send out emails and post it on our website as we start going into that test optional opportunity for merit-based scholarships. Now, I want to go over this timeline here for you because this is going to have just the most about information and the process that you're going to have to go through. So our application does go live every year on July 1st, and we do have those deadlines, the early action deadline of November 1st and the scholarship deadline of December 1st. As of the 7th of October, our housing application is up online. You have to be admitted to KU. You'll be provided with a 7-digit KU ID number to then just go ahead and fill out that housing application. If KU isn't your top 3 choices, definitely encourage you to apply and fill that out. Again, circle that date, that December 1st deadline. Again, that's going to be for those scholarships that I just mentioned in the previous slide, but you can always retake the tests. You can, again, we're going to release those test optional opportunities, and then you can also increase your GPA up until your 7th semester of high school and send those scores to us by February 28th. I always encourage students to file the FAFSA if you can. That went up October 1st. That deadline's December 1st. That can maximize the amount of money you could potentially receive, including one of our scholarship opportunities, the KU Pell Advantage, which is a need-based scholarship that covers tuition and fees for all 4 years. So that's about $11,000 a year. You can update those test scores by April 1st and let us know about all those self-reported GPA and everything like that. And then we have that May 1st enrollment deposit deadline. That is your commitment to come into KU. That's a $221 fee that allow access for you to go to orientation and for you to get that first KU experience. That's Hawk Week. That's meeting those different organizations. It's Traditions Night, and that'll help pay for all of that. So again, we are hosting in-person visits. So if you'd like to come visit on our campus, we definitely encourage you to do so. And we are always happy to connect you with other campus resources and answer all your questions. So I just want to thank you all for coming out tonight. I hope you all enjoy our other presenters and their information as well, and look forward to speaking with you. Rock Chalk, everybody.
Thank you very much. And I want to remind everyone that you can use the Q&A button to ask questions of our presenters at any time. Again, if it is for a specific school, if your question's for a specific school, name the school when you type in your question. Next up, we'll hear from Baker University.
Hello, All right, let's see if it will load there. Hello, everyone. My name is Madeline from Baker University Admissions, and my colleague Brittany is on as well to help answer any questions you might have. So please put those in the chat box. A little bit about Baker. We're located in Baldwin City, Kansas. So a very small community. I'm biased, but I'm from here. So a lot of different ways to get involved in the community, but also it's a great family environment for everyone. So Baldwin City is where we're located. A few fun facts: Baker graduates earn the highest average salaries among graduates of universities in Kansas. We have a 98.6% job and graduate school placement rate, which is really great. And our students are very successful post-graduation, which is important. Our school population is roughly 900, which provides a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And that's something we pride ourselves in, is small class sizes. And that allows you to have a really strong relationship with your student faculty and provide the one-on-one relationships. Baker is the top private college in the state of Kansas for ROI and ranked top 8% nationwide. And we have a lot of opportunities for our students post-graduation, whether that be business, international, whatever field, we have that for you. which leads me to my next slide. Over 30 majors and 45 minors. So I am confident that whatever you're looking for, we have it here at Baker University. And we have an interterm course, which is unique term in January. We have our Baker Core, which is our general requirements, and that's unique to Baker University and gives you a little bit of a variety as far as what classes are most interesting to you. And I'd be happy to share more about those with you after this evening. Outside of athletics, outside of our education, we have athletics, sorority and fraternity life, and a wide variety of clubs and organizations. We are a part of the NAIA, and we have 87 student athletes were named Heart of American Scholar athletes, which is a new record. We pride ourselves in our athletics. If you're not in athletics, no big deal. We have a lot of ways for you to get involved on campus in our clubs and organizations. Over 75 clubs. And so there's something for everybody. 93% of our students are involved in something. And so we highly encourage all of our students to get out of your comfort zone and get involved. We also have sorority and fraternity life. So that could be a housing option for you. We have, obviously, we're a residential campus, which is sometimes unique, but we have a variety of options as far as living arrangements. So if that's something that you're interested in as well, happy to talk further at a later time. As far as our admissions process, we have a couple different routes right now. Our traditional is with your GPA and a test score. Our GPA requirement is a 2.5 to 3.0 with a 19 ACT score. But we're also offering a test optional, which would require you to have a 3.0 GPA, but we wouldn't look at your ACT or SAT score. We would ask for a writing sample and a letter of recommendation from one of your high school teachers. So we're trying to be accommodating for everyone during these times and make it work for you as far as the admissions. Cost, although it can be daunting, a private school institution, we try to make it as affordable as possible. So we have a lot of different scholarships, and 98% of our students are on scholarship in some capacity. So it depends on your tuition, right? The tuition stays the same for each student, but your room depends on which you choose, your meal plan. And so our average is $17,000, but again, scholarships are provided across the board. We have competition scholarship days coming up, so make sure to go online, apply, get your documents submitted so you can receive a notification if you're eligible for scholarship days. We're eager for those. Those will be virtual competition days, but we are also offering individual visits right now, so come visit campus. I encourage you to come on a campus visit, meet with our faculty, tour campus. But if that's not what you're comfortable with right now, we're offering virtual visits as well. And spring events will be announced at a later date. So again, go online, apply. Thanks for being here. I'm excited to work and meet with you all. If you have questions, my contact information is there. And thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. And I want to again remind everyone that if you have questions for any of our representatives, please make sure to use the Q&A button that you'll find somewhere on your screen. Could be at the top, could be at the bottom, depending on your layout. And if it is for a specific school, make sure to name the school in your question. Up next, let's hear from the representative from Johnson County Community College.
Thank you so much, Ross. Give me a quick moment while I share my screen and we'll begin. There we go. Awesome. Well, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gene Quintero, and I'm really excited to be able to present to you today a bit more about Johnson County Community College, a school which I am an alumni from, and I currently work as in the admissions department as an admissions recruiter. So if you do have any questions about JCCC, whether it's our admission steps, programs that we offer, extracurriculars, I'm your go-to guy. Feel free to drop me an email, give me a phone call. I'll be glad to help you out any way I can. Johnson County Community College is located in Overland Park, Kansas, in the Kansas City metro area. So once again, really excited to be with you all today and talk to you a bit more about it. So just a quick little overview of JCCC by the numbers, right? So we have a lot of students, 18,000 plus undergraduate students. We are the largest community college in the state of Kansas in terms of enrollment size. However, we have a pretty great student to faculty ratio. Although we have a lot of students, we have a ton of professors as well. So you're gonna experience an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio at JCCC. It makes that transition from high school to college very seamless. That was one of the reasons why I decided to attend JCCC after graduation from high school. We have a lot of programs as well, 44 associate degree programs, 55 certificate programs. Being a community college, that is what we can offer you, associate degrees and certificates that can lead you to a great job or help you to transfer onto university after you graduate. One of my favorite things about JCCC is our tuition costs, right? And you can't go wrong with these numbers. $94 per credit hour for our Johnson County, Kansas residents, absolutely amazing. $112 for other Kansas residents. So it doesn't matter where you live in the state of Kansas, as long as you have a Kansas address. And if you either live in Johnson County, you get $94. If you live anywhere else in Kansas, $112 per credit hour, absolutely fantastic. Below that, we have ways to help you pay tuition with our amazing scholarships. We do have 300 plus internal scholarships at JCCC. We have one big scholarship application that you can fill out, and it can get you started on what scholarships, which of those 300 plus scholarships you qualify for and can possibly receive. So by filling out that one big scholarship application, we'll send you back an email after a week or so. Then you know which scholarships you got automatically and which ones you can continue on and apply for and hopefully receive. With our 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio, you will experience around a 25 per student average class size. That is both online and in person, regardless of which format you're taking your classes. It'll be about 25 students. Our campus, you can't go wrong with being on campus as well. We have a 234-acre campus, 24 buildings in totals. I'm going to highlight a couple of those buildings here on our next slides. Keep in mind, we're big into helping you achieve success at JCCC with a 5-in-1 academic resource center. So on the first floor of our library, we have all these amazing resources at your disposal. Whether it's general tutoring, specific courses like language resources or math, science, writing, they're all there for you. You can get involved with our 80 plus students, student clubs and organizations, anything from improv club to video game club, student senate. We offer that here at JCCC. 7 amazing athletic teams listed there as well. We are, and of course, in the NJCAA, the National Junior College Association of Athletics. And we're pretty proud about that. If you manage to get a student job on our campus, which I very much encourage you to apply for, you're going to expect a starting salary of $11.46 per hour. Absolutely amazing. Very, very competitive. And something I had to throw on there, you can't go wrong with this, 3 coffee shops on our campus. So a couple of the buildings I wanted to highlight real fast, and I'll go over our general programs in a little bit. We have an amazing new building called the C-Tech building. It's for our trade majors. So for our students who want to go to JCCC for about a year or two, receive an associate's degree, receive a certificate, graduate, then go to the workforce, this is the building for you. We have some amazing programs in this building, state-of-the-art stuff. This building's only a year old, so you're going to be working with some amazing materials that are going to very much prepare you for the workforce after graduation. Anything from automation engineering, automotive, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing as well. Another building I want to highlight, which is also about a year old now, is our Fine Arts and Design Studios building. So if you're more into the, working with your hands, from painting to sculpture, photography even, this is the building for you. Absolutely gorgeous building where you can really become creative and get immersed in the art because it's all around you. There's art all over that building. It is absolutely fantastic. And I did say I want to mention our other programs real fast. So we have a lot of things you can do at JCCC. Anything from, of course, accounting to horticulture, nursing, pastry baking. So these are our specific programs that we have either an associate's degree for or a certificate program for. We do have the ability for you to go to JCCC. And let's say, for example, you want to major in journalism, right? You can go to JCCC, take a lot of journalism classes that can easily transfer onto area universities, right? And if you are going to take, those type of classes, The major for you is going to be the liberal arts general transfer major that I have listed there. It is our #1 major at JCCC. For those students that do want to go to JCCC for about a year or two, knock out their general education credits, then go on to university and finish up there. So information is there for you. So please, as I said, I encourage you to reach out to me. Let me know if you have any questions. Since we are a community college, we don't necessarily have a timeline of, enrollment, application, deadlines, but, the sooner the better is definitely helpful. Thanks so much, everyone, and please let me know how I can help.
Thank you very much. And again, as you're probably getting familiar with now, I'm going to remind you to use the Q&A button to ask questions of any of our presenters. And if it's for one specific school, name the school in your question. Up next, we'll hear from Kansas City, Kansas Community College.
All right, how's everybody doing this evening? My name is Jeremiah McClooney, and I am the Admissions Operations Coordinator for the college. Thank you for joining me today. Can you let me know, can you see my screen?
It is up and it is good.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so welcome to Kansas City, Kansas Community College. We are a public, urban, open door, comprehensive community college committed to excellence in education. Our urban, we're located in Northeast Kansas City, Kansas, and so we're pretty located in a very good area to give you access to industry, as our friends from KU talked about how there are so many opportunities for internships and reaching out to various other industries to kind of get your foot in the door in various types of fields, as well as having things to do not only on campus, but in the surrounding community as well. As an open door community college, we are not looking at your ACTs or your GPA to determine whether or not you get accepted into the school. We want to make sure that everyone who wants the ability to continue their education has it. And so that makes us an open door school. And then we're comprehensive, offering both academic as well as technical certifications. We have 3 main campuses. We have our main academic campus, which is located in Kansas City, Kansas. And then just down the street from the main campus, we have our Thomas R. Burke Technical Education Center, where our more vocational and hands-on trades are located. And then Leavenworth is also considered our service area. So we have a pioneer campus that offers a mixture of both academic and technical programs and tries to give our students in the Leavenworth area almost as much access to the resources that they would get if they were located down here in Kansas City, Kansas. Some interesting facts about the college: we were founded in 1923, so we're really gearing up to celebrate our 100th year anniversary. There's a lot of buzz around campus going on for that. We are the second most ethnically diverse school in the state of Kansas. We are the most ethnically diverse public school. Donnelly College is the only one that is more diverse than us. We offer a very intimate faculty to student ratio of 13 students to every 1 faculty. So you really do get individualized and personalized attention with your instructors. And then we're also regionally accredited, and that's important as you get ready to transfer on to 4-year institutions. We have nearly 100 degree and certificate programs available to choose from. You can see on the right side of the screen some of the offerings that we do have. We have different categories of degrees: Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, and Associate of General Studies degrees. And all those degree types are designed for students to get their first 2 years of a 4-year degree and then transfer to that baccalaureate granting institution. And then we have career paths following under the categories of Associate of Applied Science degrees, as well as technical certificates. And those are designed for you to go directly into the workforce once you finished your education with us. It's not to say that you couldn't transfer with those programs, but it's more designed for you to go directly to work. Although we are a community college and most people think of us being 2-year schools, our programs range in length from as short as 8 weeks all the way to 3.5 years for some of those more specialized programs. As a community college with that open admissions policy, is a pretty straightforward process to get accepted into the college. All the steps that you see here on the screen, you will need to take at one point or another, but the most important, especially at this time, would be the first three that you see in that top row. Going online to our website at www.kckcc.edu to complete an application. And then once you get your application completed, we will notify you of your acceptance and we will send you a student ID number. Once you have your student ID number, you will then be able to take our placement test called the AccuPlacer. This year, we have adopted a multiple measures model of placement. So in addition to having AccuPlacer scores, we can also determine placement based off of your ACT as well as your high school GPA. Specifically looking at your math and senior English classes. And then it's not a required step, but it is definitely one that we strongly encourage students to take, and that's completing your FAFSA and looking for sources of financial aid for grants, work studies, loans, and scholarship opportunities. So that segues into tuition. If you are from Wyandotte County, which is our primary service area, our tuition rate for the students from that area is $82 per credit hour. If you're from Kansas, anywhere in Kansas, or if you take online classes, no matter where you live, our tuition rate is $88 per credit hour. I will point out, though, that there are additional $22 of fees, $15 of student fees, and $7 of technology fees, which brings your tuition rate to $104 per credit hour for Wyandotte County residents and $110 for Kansas residents or online students. And just below that, you can see what the breakdown is for students taking an average of 15 credit hours per semester with us. Then we offer a number of scholarships to help pay for school. We offer academic scholarships. Our academic scholarship is the Presidential Scholarship, which would cover full tuition and books up to 18 credit hours. Those scholarships are reserved for students from our service areas of Wyandotte and Leavenworth County. We also offer a variety of foundation scholarships where different entities have left the school money and have designated the criteria for which those monies are to be awarded. It's a variety of scholarships with a variety of amounts. Please check out our website to learn more information about the foundation scholarships. One of the nice things about those foundation scholarships, though, is that they are awarded twice a year instead of just once a school year. So there's a possibility to get those renewed. And please check out the other scholarships. We have lots of student services there to help make sure that you're successful as a student. I will draw special attention to tutoring for any subject, career counseling, student activities, and just a variety of things to help make you successful as a student. We do have campus housing that is adjacent to the college. So for those of you all who are looking for more of a commuter or a residential experience as opposed to a commuter experience, which what most community colleges offer, we do have that available for you. We have athletics. We are also a part of the NJCAA organization as far as athletics, and you can see the teams that we have available. And then we have over 45 clubs and organizations for you to become a part of with. We definitely encourage students to get involved outside of going to class to create lasting memories, build resumes, and just have an enjoyable time while you're in school. Lastly, if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm the admissions operations coordinator at the college. You can email me, call me, or just visit our website, and a lot of information can be found there. We look forward to helping you create your future, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And yet another reminder to use the Q&A button to ask questions of any of our presenters today. And if it's for a specific school, name the school in your question. Next up, Highland Community College.
Hello, everybody. Just one second here. I will share my screen. I just started talking and I was muted. So very glad that you all are here though. My name is Taylor. I'm the admissions representative here at Highland Community College. So I'm excited to talk with you all today. Of course, I wish that we were talking in person, but maybe here in the future, you guys can come visit us. So let me share with you a little bit about our college. So first, where are we located? So we are located up in the northeast corner of Kansas, and our main campus is located in Highland, Kansas. So as you can see though, from this map on your screen, we do have a lot of other locations. We are close to, of course, you can see a location in Manhattan, Lawrence, Topeka, Kansas City. We have something close to all of you. So we also have some different options for the style of class. So of course we have the traditional instruction of face-to-face. We also have technical, which is going to be more of that hands-on experience online. And then we do have a hybrid option as well, which is going to be a combination of both online and face-to-face. So lots of different options for you. As we know, all students learn differently. So we have some different things that's going to fit you the best. So next here, we do have this nice cost comparison graph. So you can see down here how Highland compares to some other colleges in the state of Kansas as well as Missouri. So we are a 2-year institution. So a lot of students like to come here to get those prerequisite classes, work towards that associate's degree, and then transfer on to one of these other really great universities in the state of Kansas. So our cost is $120 per credit hour, and that does include our tuition, fees, and book rental all together there. Okay, so how are we going to pay for college? So here at Highland, we do have academic scholarships, and these scholarships cover the entire cost of tuition and book rental. So annually, that's approximately $2,100. So you can see over here on the left side of the screen, the different scholarship areas that we have. Now this may be your area of study, or it could just be an interest area. So some students, you know, they are going to do their major in business, but they have a passion for theater. So they may accept our theater scholarship, but still be working towards that business degree. We do, of course, also have athletic scholarships. Those are awarded by our coaches. Our athletics are all very competitive. We are a part of the Jayhawk Conference. And then you will also see down in our right-hand corner our foundation scholarship. So this is money that is generously given to us from different donors of the college. So what's really great about this, though, is that these are scholarships awarded to students, and you can use this money towards any college expense you have. So as I mentioned, our academic scholarship does cover that tuition and book rental. So you could use this additional money to go towards meals, housing, fees, anything of that matter. You could use all of that for. All right, so a great accommodation we have at Highland is on-campus housing. What's even better about that is all of our housing is apartment style. So this means you're gonna have a living room, kitchen, and bathroom that you only share with your roommates. So these apartments are fully furnished. You can see a few pictures here of our fully furnished apartment. And then the next slide here that I'm gonna show you is our different floor plans. So all of these apartments are either 4-occupant or 6-occupancy rooms. And you can either have a single occupancy bedroom or a two-person bedroom. And this is all something you can request on your housing contract. So that will open for our fall 2021 semester in January. So please be looking for that. And you do get to request again if you want your own bedroom or not. Okay, student life. So we actually have a full-time director of student life here at Highland, and his full-time job is to create really fun activities and events for you. So you can kind of see here some of our fun events that we have going on. We usually have 1 to 2 student life events going on every single week. Either during the week or even on the weekend. So you can see some funny pictures here. We had a wing eating contest, and then our 100-foot slip and slide, which is a tradition here at Highland for almost 15 years. So it's so much fun. We also have intramural sports. So if you're someone who's kind of competitive, although these are considered non-competitive, they get pretty competitive. So they're so much fun to watch. You can see another picture of our flag football that is played out on our turf football field. So really fun stuff, as well as our clubs and organizations. So of course we want you to be successful in the classroom, but we also want you to be successful outside of the classroom. And we know that that's a big part of that is getting to meet people and A good thing about clubs and organizations is that maybe you get to step into a leadership position that you haven't got to before. Okay, so another option, if you're someone who isn't really looking for a traditional college experience, maybe you don't learn the best in that kind of setting, we do have our technical programs, both 1-year and 2-year programs. So a great thing about this is you can come and earn this certificate, and then you get to enter the workforce and start making some money. So that's a really great option, again, if you're someone who is more of a hands-on learner. And the next option is, of course, online. This does offer a lot of flexibility. So if you're someone who wants to continue working or live at home, you can take one class if you want to be a supplemental to something else, or you can be a full-time student. And you're going to pay the same rate as our students who are taking those face-to-face classes. All right, so if you would like to learn more about Highland or even visit us in person, you can request information on our website. You can also visit us in person or virtually. We have both of those options available. And then third here is our application. So our application is free. It doesn't take too long to do. And what this does is it just helps us to start communicating with you better. It helps us to let you know, hey, what do you have left to do all the way up into enrollment. So go ahead and get on and apply today and schedule a visit, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you so much.
Taylor, thank you very much. And as we finish up here, I want to ask each of the representatives to come back on screen as I share my screen real quick to remind everyone of the 5 schools who presented: University of Kansas, Baker University, Johnson County Community College, Kansas City, Kansas Community College, and Highland Community College. I'm killing a little time here just because I'm going to do a round robin real quick, maybe 1 or 2 questions, and I'll remind all the attendees, you can still ask questions of each of our presenters right now using the Q&A button, but since we have a little extra time, especially since if people ask questions to give time to respond as well, I just want to go through and ask each of you your favorite, I'm going to say either campus or school tradition. What's the one thing about your school that you just love, that you think is the coolest thing? Kind of, it may or may not be unique to your school, but obviously the experience at each of those, your schools would be unique. And we'll go in the order of that were presented, and we'll start with the biggest school here, but University of Kansas.
Yeah, thanks, Russ. Yeah, and so when it comes to traditions, the University of Kansas is rich with traditions that stem from all the way back from when we started in 1865. I mean, even the Jayhawk name stems from, you know, the Bleeding Kansas and the Jayhawkers fighting against the Missouri Ruffians coming in to try to establish Kansas as a slave state. So there's that, you know, the history and tradition with that name. And also we've got Waving the Wheat. We've got the Rock Chalk Chant, which is incredibly unique. It's awesome. It's pretty intimidating when a whole stadium of people are singing in a low tone and it's all, you know, we're waving back and forth and we're hugging each other during the alma mater. Pre-COVID times, obviously not so kosher now, but, you know, we are excited to get back to that. And I think what I loved the most about my kid experience was that I got to make the most out of it with my passions, and you can too. Those traditions are not just what we've established as a university, but in our programs, in your residence halls, and what you get to do. Our campus is gorgeous. As you can see behind me in the in my screensaver that's Potter's Lake right in the middle of our campus. So you can go and hang out there on a beautiful fall day. It's my absolute favorite time of year. And I'm always happy to talk about that KU experience. And it means a lot to me, and it's special to a lot of folks who attended KU.
Fantastic. Let's hear the same question asked to Baker University.
Hi, yeah, we have a lot of traditions here at Baker University. Something unique, though, is we have bagpipes at our graduation ceremonies, live bagpipes. So it's really an undescribable feeling until you're walking in your graduation gown and feeling all the hard work pay off. And it's something that a lot of our students really cherish.
Mention it adds a level of, I mean, it's already a formal thing, but when you hear like the bagpipes and everything and you're already done up, it just probably really gets you in all the feels. Next up, Johnson County Community College.
Yes, thank you. And of course, I mentioned earlier, I am an alumni of Johnson County Community College, class of 2015. So when I was a student there, my favorite thing, and frequently what I asked my classmates about was like, hey, what do you like about this place? They always mention, of course, the ability to meet people, to really build a sense of connection while you're there. And what they really specifically mention is that we have a pretty fun event twice a year. The way we kick off our school year and the way we finish our school year off in August and in May, we have this huge event called Calf Craze. It's in the middle of our campus. And the key thing about Calf Craze is the free stuff. There's free food, free, shirts, karaoke. It really is a party on our campus for about 4 hours long. As I said, we do it twice a year. And just last year, 2019, was our 50th anniversary at JCCC. And they brought in all these, amazing pictures of the history of the school. And this calf craze has been going on for several years. We even had, older pictures that were more black and white students at calf craze. So it is a pretty fun event. As I said, happens twice a year, and our students are always looking forward to it when it starts at the beginning of the school year and when it ends as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Next up, we'll hear from Kansas City, Kansas Community College.
All right, very similar to what my friend from Johnson County just said. We have what we call a back to school bash and the end of the year bash, but it's basically the same thing as their calf craze. It's a really good time for you to find out about all the different clubs and organizations on campus. We have food truck festivals and lots of different food trucks, radio stations come in. We dance. We have a variety of different events from mechanical bull riding to rock climbing. Our president and other administrators volunteer to go into a dunk tank. So it's a great time to take out your frustrations on them. It's just a lot of fun, and it's just a way for you to either meet new people at the beginning of the year or celebrate all the accomplishments that you made throughout the school year.
You can't beat a dunk tank.
It's amazing. I did it one time and I didn't realize how much people didn't like me until I volunteered for it. I'll never do that again.
Either they really like you or don't like you or really like you.
It's one of them.
Taylor, you get to finish us up on this question from Highland Community College.
All right, so mine is somewhat similar to Baker University. So for our graduation, it's always located on our football field, and we're the Scotties. So we also get to have bagpipes at our graduation, and it is the coolest thing. So there's a big hill that leads down to our football stadium, and so the bagpipes lead all of the students down the big hill, and it's really cool because actually the very first day, our freshmen all move in earlier than our returners, and they have an orientation day. So our freshmen actually take that walk. And so then it's very cool then when they're graduating because they get to take that final walk led by bagpipes. So it always gives me chills. It's giving me goosebumps thinking about it. So we're just always so proud of them once they get there. So
that is awesome. Well, thank you all for answering that question and obviously also taking the time to present this evening. And I want to thank all of our attendees for coming to this session and want to remind everyone that there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of several sessions being hosted. Be sure to sign up for additional ones at the same place you signed up for this session. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings. Again, same place where you signed up for this session. Once again, thank you to each of our representatives from the schools presenting tonight in this session, and thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your evening.